Hi guys, I hope you guys are safe. Guys, my name is Anastasia Patience. I'm a YouTube guide to wellness and emotional well-being. If this is your first time you are here and you want to learn more about practical and effective way to find peace and balance in life, guys, or you just interested of expanding your knowledge, then start hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos ever again. Guys, let's jump to it. Guys, I have a very special topic today. Did you know the true cost of not letting anger and bitterness go? If you haven't got your paper and pen, I would advise you get your pen, get your paper, and we are going to learn. I have a few questions I want to ask. If you have just one of that question, then I'm talking to you right now and we are going to work it together. So get ready. My first question, I have a very good question today for everyone because no one is perfect. So my first question is, how do you feel about people's happiness? When your neighbors, your friends, your family, when somebody's happy, how do you feel? Happy with them, or do you jealous their happiness? Question number 2. What kind of thoughts that goes through your mind when you are taking shower? When you are in the bathroom, when you are bathing, what kind of thoughts goes through your mind? Question number 3. What do you remember at your quiet time? When you are alone, nobody's available, nobody's around. Maybe you are doing something, or you are taking bath, you are fixing your bedroom, or you are in your bedroom, you are reading at your quiet moment. What do you remember? The next question. How do you answer back to people? Harsh, respectful, or how do you answer back to people? It's very important. My last question. Everyone have a different way of falling into bitterness. Is that true or false? Right. Now let's go to the topic. Guys, happiness is not all about money, but bitterness is a disaster. So today my question is, do you know the true cost of not letting anger and bitterness go? Guys, bitterness will not bring anything. When you are angry or when you are living in bitterness, you are just killing yourself, because bitterness is a disaster. Bitterness is a destroyer. Bitterness is a killer, and anger is a poison. So when we are angry, we should limit. If we nobody says you shouldn't be angry, but we can be angry at up to a limit. And when you are angry, you should control yourself. Don't let the anger leave you in bitterness, because you will not benefit from anger or bitterness, but rather you will be damaging yourself and other people's life as well. You know, bitterness is something. When you are in bitterness, you do everything that you think is right, but normally or actually it damages you. Bitterness damages yourself. It harms other people, especially your loved ones, without you wanting to harm them. You know, because when you are angry, you overreact and you do many things that you shouldn't do. But I want us to understand something at this point, that we are all human beings. Everyone does mistake. But everyone does mistake, and we need to learn from our mistake and forgive ourselves and let it go. Because when you let anger and bitterness go, you're actually healing yourself and actually also the people around you. Because when you live in anger or bitterness, it actually kills your happiness. It eats you up. So my advice is simple. Don't allow yourself don't allow bitterness to overwhelm you. Find something. When you are angry, do things that makes you happy, because bitterness is something that my wish and my prayer is that no one should go through bitterness, because I have lived a life of bitterness, because for about 4 years I live in very, very, very terrible situation. I was angry, and then that anger led me to bitterness, and only God knows what I went through, because at that moment, the bitterness is eating you. You don't want to go into the people, you don't want to cooperate with other people, you lose your conscience. I mean, there are so many things, so many bad things we can experience when we allow bitterness to control our life. So when you are living in bitterness, or when you are living in difficulties, just think about positive things, the best moment ever in your life, the funny things, the best color, the best conversation. You should always think about the positive things in your life. When you see people around you, or if you see someone in happiness, or somebody have something that you don't have, you don't have to jealous about that, because you need to appreciate your own life. You need to appreciate the life that you have. If you appreciate your own life, you appreciate who you are, what you have, you don't need bitterness to live inside with you. You let it go. You leave it. You forget about it. Or if it's a matter or an issue, you forgive and you forget and you let it go. It heals you and rebirth your own spirit. So bitterness is really a disaster. No one should experience that. But if it happened, because sometimes some people fall into bitterness in different way. Someone may cause you bitterness. A situation can lead you to bitterness. And maybe sometimes also jealousy also can leave you in bitterness. So we are a different type of people with a different type of bitterness. But the most important is that we should let anger and bitterness go to heal ourselves in order to see our happiness and progressive. So guys, I would like to share a simple advice with you guys, because I am going to talk about my own perspective, my own experience, because the reason why I'm saying that bitterness is disaster, because I lived that life for about a few years, because of what I went through. That's why I'm saying that, because disaster, I think that has no reverse, or you cannot reverse it, or no correction. So please pay attention and listen to my experience through bitterness. Guys, I am a simple and honest person. I don't need much to be happy, but little things makes me sad because of how or what I went through in my life. Guys, when I was, for about a few years now, I wish I did not live those life before. The bitterness has really damaged a lot of things in my life. But unfortunately, I couldn't do anything about it until something happened last year. Guys, I was living in a kind of anger and bitterness because I lost 4 beautiful souls within a short period. And I couldn't take it. My body, my mind couldn't hold it, and I couldn't understand. So I end up in sadness and into bitterness, because a few months before my wedding date, I lost my brother, my younger brother, 27 years old brother, who was very, very good with me. We were very close. I can say that he was the best in the family. I lost him in a terrible way. After a few months, I lost my mother-in-law. And then after 4 months, less than 5 months, I lost my father-in-law. And then less than 1 year, I lost my father while I was pregnant. So guys, you could imagine the sadness and the bitterness I went through. I call it bitterness because when they passed away, it left a kind of bitterness in my heart, because I couldn't understand why God should take those beautiful people away just like that, So I never overcome that pains, and I always always in sadness asking God why, because being alone in foreign land is not easy. And my parent-in-law was very, very good with me. They were more than my own parent. So, because I have 3 kids and have nobody, no helper. So my parent-in-law was everything to me, and God just took them away from me. And I was really shocked, really affect me psychologically, physically, and emotionally. And everything turned into anger and bitterness, until one day something happened and I changed everything. Guys, I'll make it long story short. How I did change my life was, because of the sadness I used to live, and the sadness that brings the bitterness was really, really bad for me. So I always live with 2 mobile phones, one specific for music. I always listen to music, because at that time, whenever I go to take shower, I always lose control, and I'll be thinking, crying, feeling sad. Many things goes through, many bad things, negative things go through my mind when I'm in the bath, when I'm in the shower. So I always made it as a habit, always play music when I go to take bath. So it happened one day, I forgot to take my mobile with me, so I couldn't have the music with me in the bathroom. And because I live in a hot country, I live in one of the Greek islands, and when I mean hot, it's really hot. June, July, August is really hot. So last summer, during August, I went to take shower, and then because I forgot my music, I was in the bathroom and I forgot my music. I was really, really, really out of control. Things started running out of my mind. I was thinking pains and cry and sadness, so many things. Guys, it really wiped my mind away. It blows me away. I was like, I didn't remember, I wasn't aware that I was in the bathroom, or I was in the shower. So after soaping myself, after shampooing, I opened the tap to shower, to clean out myself. And then instead of open the cold water, I opened the hot tap, and the hot water, I opened the shower on me, and the hot water I shower my body with the hot water. Guys, it really burns my spirit, my heart, myself, and it was so terrible. It was so sad, so really sad. So I screamed in the bathroom, and I was really sad. I screamed. I said, God, oh God, why? What have I done? What is all this in my life? So I was really sad. I took my towel, wrap it on myself, and I went and sat down on my bed in my bedroom, and I was crying. I really cried, and I said to God, oh Lord, please help me to get rid of this kind of bitterness, because what came to my mind that very moment was, I was not going to forgive myself in my life if it was my daughter or my latest son. Because if I was going to bath my son or my daughter at that moment, and with my mind, and I pour hot water on that baby, God, I don't know how I'm going to feel. I will live the rest of my life in guilty, and I will never forget myself. So that is what means, that is the real cause of not letting anger and bitterness go. I experienced the true cost of not letting anger go, because every time I remember, I couldn't do anything about this situation, but I always leave the pains. So until I shower myself with hot water at the hot season, and it really changed my life. When I pray, I kneel down, I was praying with tears, and I said, God, please help me. So immediately I heard a voice said that you have your key for your happiness. So at that moment, I was like, from today on, please forgive me anything I have done against you. From today, no more anger, no more bitterness. From then, I've changed. It's like I changed my channel, I changed my remote control, and I changed my buttons. So from then on, I can't even get angry anymore. Even now, at the situation 3 months ago, as the situation came unexpected, that people were expecting me to lose weight, to get sad, or to be disturbed. People keep on telling me, you looking good, you looking sweet, you smile, you keep me And I said, yes, God is the answer, because the situation, things that I can't do anything about it, I just need let it go and move on. So guys, I hope you pick up something from my experience, and for you to know, if you haven't decided to let go anger and bitterness, you have heard it from me today. If you are living difficulties, I will advise you, come to my channel, listen to me, and God will bless you. I hope you find this video very useful. If you have any thought or experience you want to share with us, please leave comment below and we will feature it in our next video. If you want to learn more about mental and wellness, check our other videos. And if you haven't done so yet, subscribe and hit the notification bell. We will see you next in our next video. Bye-bye.